want to give Stephanie Mialki the time she deserves. Ladies and gentlemen, our featured coach today spent a year coaching before she was even confident enough to tell people that she was coaching and to share what she was doing about it. So she's going to talk about that today. She's a 4-time elite coach and superstar diamond coach. And she has hit Success Club, get this, 60 months in a row. That's 5 years, everybody, if you're doing the math, 60 months in a row. She's leading the team Transform. And you guys, today is not only her coach-iversary, okay? March 15th, she signed up 5 years ago today. It's also her birthday today. So it's a triple threat today for a trifecta, whatever you call it, guys. And I was thinking about this, Stephanie, that I signed up 14 years ago with Beachbody, and it was just a couple days after my birthday. So I have a coach-iversary too, a Beachbody-versary. She's from Somerville, South Carolina. You guys, Stephanie Mialki.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
I got through the introduction that you so deserve. Congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
You have a great topic today, but first, why don't you let everybody know how it was that you came to be a coach?
Sure. So I'm no stranger to Beachbody. Beachbody's been around pretty much my whole life. My mom even was doing Beachbody DVDs back when I was in high school and such. So I started my first fitness program right after I had my first baby in 2014. I purchased the 21-Day Fix back when it was on DVD. I purchased a challenge pack, so I got the Shakeology with it, and I was really excited, got it in the mail. I opened it up, started it. I think I got through 4 days of workouts, and I made my first shake, and I did not like it. I was like, I'm not a fan. So I blended it with ice cream, true story. And I got through 4 days of workouts and I stopped. So clearly didn't get results. I purchased it from a coach who wasn't super active at the time. And so I didn't really have a lot of guidance. And I kind of let that be my excuse for failure. I didn't stick to the workouts. I didn't stick to the nutrition. I didn't even try the nutrition to begin with. And again, the shakes were being made into milkshakes. So that wasn't working for me either. Next month, I got another green box at my door with more shakes. And then it happened again the next month. And my husband and I got into a huge fight about it. He's like, why are you spending all this money on things you don't even like? And I'm like, I don't really know. I didn't know I had to cancel it. And I didn't really know the process. So I ended up canceling it and didn't get any more for a while. And we moved across the country. I took my boxes with me and I moved across the country. We moved from Pennsylvania to South Carolina. To say we weren't in a great spot in our marriage. We moved mostly because we were looking to get a fresh start. We were looking to start our own life together in a new place where it was kind of neutral ground. And the same weekend we moved, you guys, we moved to a place we've never lived here. We don't have friends here. We don't have a support system by any means. And I found out I was pregnant the same weekend we moved. My son was 4 months old and I found out I was pregnant with my second. I was completely lost. I was a mess. I had no friends, no family. My husband and I weren't on great terms, and life started getting the best of me. So we moved to Charleston, and the food here, if you've been to Charleston, South Carolina, you know the food here is so darn good. So I was pregnant and I let that be my excuse. And I was like, let's eat all the food. And I gained a ton of weight during my second pregnancy. I was gaining a lot of emotional weight that I never realized it was emotional eating, but it probably was. And I started following this girl on social media. She reached out to me and she mentioned she was going to be a 2 under 2 mom too. And I started following her. She was having this super cute fit pregnancy. And you guys, I was not having a super cute fit pregnancy. And she looked happy in her marriage. Her baby was dressed every day. My baby ran around in a diaper. She looked like she just had it all together. They looked happy. She was living this life I wanted, and I didn't know how to get there. And then she invited me to the fitness group. I made every excuse in the book. all the excuses. I would have been annoyed with myself back then. But I actually at one point even told her I was high risk in my pregnancy so that I didn't have to keep going through these conversations. But I kept like talking to her. I wanted to be her friend. I just didn't want to buy anything. And but that was a lie. I was not high risk, by the way. And at the end of my pregnancy, I was 6 weeks postpartum with the baby. And I was like, all right, I'm going to do this. Let's do this. And I wouldn't buy anything. I had a bag opened, an open bag, over a year old, guys, and 2 boxes of expired Shakeology. And I was like, I'm going to drink this. I'm not wasting my money. I don't have money to waste. And I already have these DVDs and I've never done it. And she's like, all right, fine, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go. She let me join her group. She connected me to a group of women who I'm still friends with to this day, people that have become my best people who were pulling me out of this darkness that I was in, encouraging me, picking me up, telling me I was good enough, shouting me out on social media for the results I was getting was fulfilling to me. Like it was everything I needed, this recognition. And she taught me how to make Shakeology, so I actually liked it. And I drank it for 21 days. And got amazing results. She held me accountable and helped me get these amazing results. It was the difference of not having a coach in a group to work with and having a coach in a group to work with. I lost 12 pounds in 21 days and I felt so good. I felt, my marriage was still terrible, just so we're clear. My marriage was still awful, but I felt like I had worth. I felt like I could keep working on me, and regardless of anything else, I had control over me. So fast forward a little bit, 22-minute hardcore came out and cafe latte was launching, and it was at the same time. And I was like, and my coach said she was going to be doing these things. And I was like, well, if you're doing it, I'm doing it because that's what I need to, like, I believed that I just needed to do the things she was doing to have the life she was living. So she inspired me to sign up with 22-minute hardcore and cafe latte. I purchased my first purchase with her, and I signed up because I wanted the discount. I signed up to be a discount coach. She's like, do you want to be in the coach training? And I told her no. I was like, I'm not interested in that. I have a job I love. I already worked from home. I owned a digital marketing agency and I loved my job. And I had this bad feeling about network marketing. I wasn't convinced that network marketing was for me. I didn't love getting boxes delivered to my door every month. We had this bad taste in our mouth. My mom actually was in network marketing when I was in high school, a different company. And I just remember them talking, and it was like all these shiny things that they were promised and all this excitement that they were promised, and none of it happened. I remember her just getting all this product shipped to her house, and I was like, this isn't what I want. And that was the misconception I had for a really long time of what network marketing was. So she sent me the link anyway to the new coach training. And that night that I signed up as a coach, the day before, let me rewind for 1 second. That day before, I happened to be in a lawyer's office, and it was the lowest point of my marriage. And I was there asking them, what can I do to leave? We were living in South Carolina, but I'm from New York. I didn't have family here. And I was like, what can I do to leave? I don't know where I can go with this. And I didn't have any hope for our marriage. I didn't have any light. I just felt stuck and alone. And I had these 2 tiny babies that I had to take care of. And I went home. I don't know why I went home, and I didn't go through with anything. And I went home that night, and I was sleeping in a separate room because we were fighting. We weren't even talking. And I remember getting a notification that I had this training. So I plugged into this training, and it was, at the time, our coach training was just a bunch of YouTube videos. And it was, I think, 7 days worth of videos, if I remember correctly. And I got them done in like 2 days. I got it done so fast. I just kept listening to the videos because they were just top coaches sharing their experiences of what they've done in this business to be successful. And I don't remember specifically what it was, but the general gist was these people were telling me that the life I wanted was waiting for me, that I could have the life I dreamed of. I just had to work for it. I'm not someone who's scared of working. I'm all about working. I just never knew I could have what I always dreamed of. And these people who didn't even know me were telling me, go, you can do this. Let's do this together. And they were filling me up with, I wasn't getting and nothing was filling my cup at home at the time. I was just pouring into these kids and trying to care for my husband. And I'm sure he has a totally different story of how this looked then, but this is my side of it. And I felt like I just kept pouring into this and I never was feeling anything back. And this is what did that for me. It kept me going. It gave me the strength to keep fighting in my marriage, fighting for my marriage, not in my marriage. So I remember sharing my transformation on social media. My first social media transformation was from the 21-day fix, and I had lost 12 pounds and I felt really good. So I shared those results. And I remember one girl messaging me, friends from the past. She messaged me and she goes, "Are you a coach?" And I said, "Why? Are you going to buy something?" Don't say that. Don't say that to your people. And she said, "Yeah, I'm interested in, like, you look great. I want to know what you're doing." So I sold her this package for the 21-day fix. And I think at the time the commission was $40. I earned a $40 commission. And I was like, you know what? Like, I can do this. I know a lot of people who need this. If I got 5 more people, I could pay for my car payment. If I got 10 more people, I could pay for my whatever. And I was like, I can do this. So I went all in. I went all in from that moment. And my first month, I signed up on March 15th. My first month I hit Success Club 5. And ever since then I've hit Success Club 10 or higher. And my first year, I wasn't really focusing on building a team. I think it was because my second month coaching, so in April, I called my sister and I was like, I just made X amount of money with coaching. And she's like, that's great. How much time did you put into that? And I like, looking back at it, it was probably pennies. It probably wasn't that much. And how much, like, time per hour I spent a ton of time in the beginning, but that comments like that was like, you know what? Watch me prove that this is going to be something amazing. You've all heard those things where, like, you have to get in earlier. That's a scheme or whatever. It's not. This is a business that works if you work it, just like our fitness. And I spent so much time my first year building this business. I knew it wasn't going to happen overnight, but it became something amazing for me. And it just was because I spent the time to do it. I never let it be an excuse or a reason to quit. I know so many people get stuck in it, like, where they're like, I am spending so much time, and they're like, I can't spend this much time. But a business isn't built overnight. It takes time and it takes effort. And comments like that my sister made, which she obviously supports me now, but comments like that just fueled me to be like, I am going to see success in this business. I saw success in my fitness. It was no problem for me to be like, here, you can do this too, because it works. I needed to see that success in my business for me to be like, hey, you can do this too, because it works. But when I saw that, that's when I started to build my team. That's when I started to share authentically about this business. I knew that I was going to be successful because I knew I was going to work really hard. But I needed to prove the success and have that belief in this business. And that's when I started sharing about the coaching opportunity.
Stephanie, there is so much to unbox here, because you've had a really incredible story from, not believing in Shakeology to just everything. I mean, I'm just following along in what you sent to me. Especially with a mom who was doing network marketing, and you have that paradigm, it's like we think the way we think because of the way that we were raised or whatever, and what we see. I mean, from your sister saying you're going to do that business, we can only prove to ourselves that we can be successful in this business. And we have all these prejudged, concerns that can prevent us from doing anything. But you wanted to make this work on so many levels. So your story kind of is the arc of who you figured out you were and what you wanted to do. I want you to talk a little bit about this topic, like, why this topic, why now, about recruiting working coaches, how you do it, how you find them. Why don't you go ahead and just take that? Thanks.
Sure. So the way that I do it, for me, I am a work from home mama I've got 3 small kids. My kids are 6, 5, and 1. And it's hard for me to plan a lot of things in advance or anything like that. I like to show my real life in real time. We have a very loose schedule. I like to post in the moments. So I'm not a mom who's like, we have nap time and this time and that time. My kids do nap, 6 and 5 years old. I still make them nap. But I like to just be in the moment as much as I can with my kids. And I like to share real life. And that's what I've found that my followers really enjoy, is seeing me in my real zone. So I try to bring people through the moments of my day in my posts and my stories. So typically I post 3 times per day on my Facebook and my Instagram. I post about my fitness and my nutrition. Every single day I show up with my fitness and my nutrition. I show up showing people that I am committed to this, that I will be committed to you if you decide to join us, but I am not going anywhere. I have stuck to my nutrition and my fitness for 5 years. I have some credibility behind me now. This is what I'm doing, and I'm sticking to this. Every day I post about my family, my life. I try to do a life post. So it might be hobbies, it might be kids, it might be relationships. And then every single day I try to post an invite, whether that be a coaching invite, which is super, super important, which we're going to talk about, or I post about an invite to my fitness challenge groups. And then in my stories, I get into the nitty gritty, the not so pretty, the real life, the waking up my kids in the morning, the funny things, the lifestyle things, to show people like a document of my day, give them a play-by-play. I pretend that my social media is like my diary. I feel like when you share your life in a way that is authentic to you, people are going to relate to that. People are going to say, like, I see the similarities. I could possibly fit this into my life too. So I share my workouts in the morning. Or the afternoon or night or whatever time I'm working out. I share my workouts. I share some of my nutrition every day. I don't share all my food all day long because I feel like that would get boring. But I share. I open up my doors to showing people what my house looks like, what my home looks like, what my family looks like. In the mornings, my followers love, I just do this little opening of Abigail's door and I show her waking up in the morning. She's my 1-year-old. People just love that. I just try to share things that people are relating to and enjoying in my feed. So one thing that really works with my followers is they love when I share DIY projects. My husband and I are crafty and we love doing things ourselves. So they love seeing the transformations of things that we've done in our house. That really works for us. So anything that really relates to my followers is what I share. And I found that when I consistently share and bring people along on that journey, they really relate to it. They see themselves in this position. So I think it's important that I'm sharing about what works for me and what my lifestyle looks like. You did hear me say that I post more than 1 time a day on social media. I post at least 3 times a day on my personal Facebook page. I've grown my business mostly from my personal Facebook page, and I continue to see success with that, posting multiple times per day. So I encourage my team to identify their themes in their life, their stories, the scenes that they go throughout the day, and share about it consistently. We even take it a step further and we boost each other's engagement. We'll like or comment, love on each other's posts. And we try to do our best to show the real, the real, not the highlight reel. We want to show other people what it looks like to work from home in a real life setting. What does it look like? Are you working from your coffee table while your kids are watching Cocomelon? Because that's my life. Are you working from your office and it's quiet and your kids are at school? What is it for you? Because you're going to attract the same followers. My life is messy, and I know there are other messy lives out there, other messy moms out there too. But I know that I just try to show them that they can succeed in this as well.
I'm still here. I want to ask you a question. You're still building only on Facebook?
So I have Facebook and I have Instagram.
Okay.
But my majority of my business is my personal Facebook page. I do have a like page, but I don't love it. I don't really use it. But my personal Facebook page is where I build mostly.
Okay. Well, thank you. You can keep going though.
Okay. So the second thing I do, so first I share about my life, right? So that's most important, because if I'm not sharing, it's going to be hard to make any conversations happen. So then the second thing I do is I invite to coaching. I invite. it's one thing to post about coaching. It's one thing to talk about coaching. It's one thing to talk about all of it, share about all of it. But if you're not personally inviting someone to join you, they're going to just like pass by it and be like, she's sharing her life. That's cool. But if you're not inviting these people, they don't really know that it's for them. And that even if they say no, you're just planting the seed to be like, have you ever thought about this? And they might think about it somewhere down the line. So I invite to coaching in a few different ways. I invite from my posts and my stories. So if somebody likes my post or if somebody watches my story, I'll send them a little invite and see if they're just supporting me or if they're interested in what I do, or interested in getting more information. Super simple. I also do public posts, like I mentioned before. I will do an invite post a few times a week talking about what is coaching? Why do I do it? Where did I start from? Where am I now? How did I get to where I am? The community. I make a whole bunch of different kinds of posts about coaching. And then at the end of that post, I have a call to action that says, if you're interested in learning more about what I do, let me know. And those are called public call to action posts. And then my favorite way to invite, which we're going to talk about for a minute, is to personally invite somebody. I find that think about this. If there's your group of friends is having a party and they just talk about it. They're like, oh, there's this party, this is cool. Like, you don't really feel like you're invited, right? But if someone says to you, hey, come to my party, you know it's for you. You know you're invited. So when I am personally inviting people, that's the way I like to do it, is send the personal invite. Why would this person want to join my team? I don't wait for them to choose me. I choose them. So I go through, if I find somebody in my newsfeed, or if I find somebody that I've been talking to, or if I find somebody in my challenge group who I find would be a great asset for my team, I tell them that. I tell them that, though, in respect to what they would get out of this. What exactly are you going to get? What are they going to get out of joining my team specifically? What can I offer this person, and what can they get from me? And I will sit down, and I will physically sit down, write their name on a piece of paper and say, why does Jessica want to join my team? Why does she want to join my team? And I'll bullet point several things of why she would want to. Maybe I've seen posts where she's talking about being at home virtual with her kids and she's just drained. She needs this community. She needs some people that are going to love on her and pick her up because I've been where she is. Maybe she's struggling in her marriage. I have a lot of conversations around that because I talk about it. Maybe I can give her some PD recommendations and tell her, like, when I was struggling, this really helped me, and this community really helped me. Maybe I've seen somebody who is longing for vacations and trips and girl time. Like, you've all seen it. Like, which house would you want to pick and stay in for the weekend while you're quarantined? Like, we all are craving community and such. Talking to those people, being like, we have opportunities to like still get together and have fun and hang out. And whatever it is, I invite them. Maybe it's an income driven thing. Maybe it's something else, but I invite them and I say, I feel like you would really like this because XYZ. Would you be open to hearing more information? And when I make it all about them, they envision it. They think about it. They're like, you know what? If this is what she's doing and she's loving it, and I could do this with my life, they're more likely to say yes to me. And it's really fun for me to have conversations that way because it's all about them and it's not about me. And it's about helping them change their life. And then what I do with them next. So I have invited I've shared about it. I've invited a bunch of people. Now I have some people who are interested. The next place they go is to my private Facebook group. I run a private Facebook group continually on Facebook for people who are interested. I present the coaching opportunity in a way that's professional. It's fun. I show that it takes work, diligence, and skill to succeed. And we treat this group like it's a two-way interview. I love this group. We've done many different things, but this is what I have found that I personally jive with best. So when people are joining this group, as much as they're trying to figure out if they're a good fit for our team, I want to know if they're a good fit for our team. You know what I mean? As much as they want to know if this is for them, I want to know if they are for me. Because let's be honest, not all of us mesh together, right? I want to make sure I'm going to be able to help this person succeed. So I also want to make sure that they're all in, that they're not going to be someone who's like, this isn't what I was expecting. This isn't what I thought this was. I want to make sure they know what to expect from me, and I know what to expect from them. So my group has 6 videos. I created these videos at the end of last summer, and this group has just been running ever since. 6 videos. They're about 3 to 8 minutes each. And the topics are, the first one is a welcome and introduction video. It just introduces myself and the team, and we let them know what they can expect in the group and what we expect from them. Next, we have a job description. Just talks about what our job is on a daily basis, what our coaching life looks like on a daily basis. And we kind of discuss the 4 vital behaviors without actually calling them that, because they have no idea what that means. We discuss the time requirements, how much time they can put into this business, and how that's really up to them. We discuss how we earn an income. We go through a high-level overview of the compensation plan. We discuss the secrets to succeed as a coach. And really, we hone in on how grit and consistency are the 2 main components. And we discuss how to sign up. So we go through package options and how to get enrolled. Those are our 6 videos. We have a couple posts throughout the group of other coaches who have joined and kind of give their stories a little bit. But that is the majority, those 6 videos. So the secret to this group, though, is keeping them engaged. The engagement in the group is where it all lies.
I'm coming in for a second because this is my favorite part of what you're doing. So I just want people to realize that what she's doing is giving them a sneak peek, not only into coaching, but practicing coaching, like understanding what coaching really is. You set the expectations, you share 6 videos. They're not very long, but I think I got lost. Okay. I got lost. I'm having internet problems today, but I want you to talk just a tiny bit more about the engagement you have with this private Facebook group that you created, and then you can go on to your next point.
Sure. So at the end of each video, I ask them a question. So I tag them in the welcome video. So when they join, I tag them in the welcome video and I say, hey, Sarah, welcome to the group. Tell us a little bit more about you. My computer just thought I said, hey, Siri. Welcome to the group. Tell us a little bit more about you. And then I tag them in that. When they respond, so we have some questions like, where are you from? What do you do for a living? Like, what are your fitness goals? We have some like fun little interview questions that they answer. So once they answer those questions, then I tag them in the second video and I ask them a question with that. So the second one is about the job description. We'll talk about, maybe it was like, what did you learn in this video that makes you most excited about this job? Something along those lines. And when they answer that question, I tag them in the third video and ask them a question. So I know where they're at with watching the content. So that way I know where to follow up. Like, hey, I saw you watch the job descriptions video. Have you gotten a chance to watch the time requirements video? I really think you're going to like XYZ. I'll be able to follow up with people in the process as much as I can. And it shows me if people are truly interested. If they're actually interested in the opportunity, they're going to stay engaged in the group. They're going to stay committing to watching the videos, tagging, like answering the questions, going on to the next one, etc. Or maybe even asking me questions throughout the process. But by the time they've watched all of the videos and answered all the questions, we both have a really good feel for each other, whether or not this is a good fit for them. By having this ongoing group set up, we love the fact that it's just an ongoing group because the whole team knows that they can be constantly inviting to this. The whole team can do this and they can tag their people in the videos just the same way I do. And when they're ready, they know exactly how to recreate this group to make it successful for themselves because they have seen what works for us and they can duplicate it on their own.
You're great. That is very, very helpful. I want you to just keep going. Now, just go ahead because I'm so scared my internet's dropping out. So please just take it away.
I'm just going. I'm going to go. Okay. So the next step. So we've talked about it. We have invited to it. We have gotten them through the sneak peek. Now's the follow-up, right? Because key is in the follow-up. We follow up and demonstrate good communication and recognition. We all know recognition is one of our vitals. after these people have gotten through the sneak peek, they feel like they're a good fit for us. I feel like they're a great fit for them. I send them each a personal message telling them that we think that they would be a great fit for our team. That little message flips something in their head to be like, they chose me. They picked me. So I literally send them a message, say, hey, I see you got through all these videos. The leaders and I have chatted, and we really think that you would be a great fit for our team. We have chosen you to participate in our next new coach mentorship. And they are like, yes, oh my gosh, she chose me. Let's do this. It just instills this sense of belief in them that they'd be good at this. So as we partner with people, we shout them out in the group and we say, so-and-so joined our team. We're so excited to work with them. And it creates a FOMO factor for anyone else who's still in the group who hasn't pulled the trigger yet, who hasn't joined yet, who hasn't jumped over that fence. And we get a lot of people to join the coaching information, who join the coaching information group. We get a lot of those people to join as coaches if they get through all the videos. We know that a lot of people are not going to complete the videos. They're going to start watching and they'll fall off. That happens. But if those people get through all the videos, our chance of getting them to sign up is really, really high. So it's our job to keep them engaged throughout the process. And that's pretty much what we do, Sandy.
I'm just, I want to say FOMO, which is fear of missing out. Why does that create this urgency to get involved? I mean, with the recognition that you're doing, explain how that works.
Sure. So it's a really simple recognition. We just make a post in the Facebook group, the private Facebook group, saying, we're so excited to be working with this person in our next new coach mentorship. The leaders and I have chatted and we think she's going to be a great fit. These other people are like, why'd she choose them? You know what I mean? It's just that thing. You're like, why her? I want to do that. So it gets them to complete the videos to get us to that step.
Okay, perfect. I hope people are going to go back and listen to this because you have a really clear, honest way of communicating, recognizing people, getting people excited about coaching, which makes them want to do it. This is, people are saying, I can't get people to work this business. You just explained exactly what you do and what is possible. Now, since it is your birthday and since it is your anniversary of your coaching, can you share with this audience what has been some key factors in your success in the last 5 years?
Yeah, I will say the one thing that stands out for me, I learned in a recruiting training. Recruiting trainings are what taught me how to recruit coaches. But a recruiting training I took with Josh Coates, actually, The Art of Recruiting in 2016, I think. He explained that you can't lead this business with your feelings. And that hit hard for me because there's so many days that all of us, we don't feel like going to work, right? If my husband didn't feel like going to work and he just didn't go to work on those days he didn't feel like it, he would not have a job. And I realized if I don't go to work on days I don't feel like it, I don't have a job either. So I have to work. Whether I feel like it or not, I have to go to work. And there's going to be times that like I feel like I'm lit up and on fire. And then there's days and weeks maybe where I'm just like, why isn't my business going forward? But I keep pushing forward because every single day that I push forward just a little bit more, I'm keeping that ball rolling. So those days are hard. Those days are super hard. But I just tell myself, you got to get up, you got to keep going. And it keeps the ball rolling. And eventually one of those good days is going to come back around and I'm going to love my job and I'm going to keep moving forward and live for those good days.
Well, the difference is that you own the job, you own the company. So that is a difference. It's not just a job. You've stuck with it 5 years because you enjoy it and it looks good on you. And I am really happy for your success. I love this topic. It was perfect for you on a perfect day. I hope this started your birthday off on the right foot today.
I sure did.
And thank you again so much, Stephanie. Now, I would like everybody to stick around. We've got 5 minutes with Kay Shaw, more bod groups training, the best 5 minutes of my week. Kay Shaw, how's your internet doing today?
Splendid. I come into the office for that reason, but that storm is going to make its way to Utah tomorrow. So we'll see how tomorrow goes.
All right. Well, I'm out and you take it away. And thank you for having my back today. All right.
You
bye.
bet, Sandy. So coaches, what a great call by Stephanie. That was exactly what we needed to hear today. Now, let me go back quickly to this My BFF thing. I love that we labeled this promo, because what we do is we help our friends and family live healthy, fulfilling lives. Yes, there's a business that we want everyone to be successful at, but more than anything, we want you to get a high off of helping somebody feel their best and look their best. So I'm going to talk today mainly to these new coaches, to people who just recently signed up since January. I want you to help people find success. Whether it be financial, that's fine. But more than anything, I want you to help these people find success in their personal lives with the things that they're dealing with. And we have found that accountability can really help do that. So all you need to do is, you sign up somebody, you say somebody, to your best friend, to your sister, to your mom, to your brother, to whoever, and say, look, let's do this together. We're going to do a program together. We need to hold each other accountable. And instead of texting back and forth, there's a platform where we can simply log our shakes, log our workouts, and we can check in every now and then. What a great platform it is. And that is simply the BOD Groups platform. So I'm going to show you how you can set up your own BOD group so that you can help hold these people accountable. So I'm going to share my screen. There we go. Share screen. And we're going to share this one. Okay, so all you do is you come to Beachbody On Demand. You know this place because this is where you go to do your Brazil butt lift workouts every single day. And then once you are finished with that, you can go to the BOD Groups platform here at the top. You can start a group, and you're going to so all you need to do is select a program or a theme. Right now, I'm going to change it up a bit. I'm going to say this is a running group. As you guys know, 30-day breakaway is going to be hitting the BOD member library. And so I want to start a running group. I'm going to start this group on the 23rd, and it's going to go for 30-ish days. So somewhere around here, we're going to end around here. Okay. It's going to be in English, and I'm simply just going to invite my friends and family. This is going to be a private group. These are the people that I'm going to send links to. These are the people I'm going to send my BFF promo code to. And I'm going to say, yeah, I want Carl to post in there. Yeah, I want Super Trainers to post in there. By the way, they can't see your group. Their posts just show up in your group. I want to make sure that's clear here. And we're going to name this one, Let's Be BFFs. Okay. And, oh, what a fun image, although I'm going to change that. I'm going to say, I've never looked at these. Well, who doesn't want to run? Is that a beach? Who doesn't want to run on a beach? So we're going to say, let's be BFFs at the beach. Okay. We're going to click next. And we're going to, if you would like, you can upload a video link, but that sounds a little technical right now. So this is going to help us stay accountable to what we want to do. Okay. I do want them to have Beachbody On Demand because I do want them doing the 30-day breakaway. I do want them drinking Shakeology and a pair of running shoes. I don't know why I said that. Okay. So we're going to keep on moving along. Now, you can show some testimonials to kind of get these people excited. That one's awesome. That one's awesome. And so is that one. Okay, up to 3. Then you click next. And it says, congratulations, your group is ready to go live. I'm not nervous because all I'm doing is holding people accountable. I don't need to be an expert. But if you want to, you can go into the back office. We do have what's called challenge group guides, where we give you every single day, where we can give you pictures and some text to post in your group if you would like it. You can follow that. You don't have to come up with anything. If that's what you want to do, check out the challenge group guides in the back office. I'm ready to, I want to see what my group looks like. So I'm going to preview it. Yep, that's awesome. Yep. Okay, looks good to me. So now I'm going to publish the group. And this is ready to go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be emailing or texting this link to the people who are my BFFs, at least I hope so, so that we can get ready to go next week. And I'm going to use this week to ramp everything up, get everything, make sure everyone's on point. They have their product, they have their running shoes, they have Shakeology, they have BOD And so that on next week, we are ready to go outdoors and get running. So very excited about this. Guys, it's as easy as ever to get people started with Beachbody On Demand and with Body Group. So set up a group today, push past any fear you have, and help people live healthy, fulfilling lives. Guys, that's what we have on the National Wake Up Call this week. Have an awesome week. Have a healthy, productive week, and we will see you next week right here on the National Wake Up Call. Bye, guys.